Is Mike Gundy still a man at 58 years old? Is Dabo Swinney a champ, or is he a chump? And who really is the best wide receiver in college football? All things we discuss in this episode of Give Back to the Game podcast. Episode 5. Let's go. Hey, how we doing, fellas? It is episode 5 of the Give Back to the Game podcast. Hope you guys like that little intro that we put together. We got a fun episode today. We're covering a lot of different topics. Last week was crazy because we were playing catch up on everything. So it was a much longer episode. That one is actually actively getting posted right now. I should have posted it this weekend. Little error with the video. My fault. But we're back.
It's going to be okay.
But we're back, and it's going to be okay. So we got a lot of good content for you. So, and you know what? I'm just going to give another shout to the fact that we exist to bring college football content to anyone who is a casual fan of college football, anyone who considers themselves a sicko about college football like we would. Honestly, anyone who just enjoys football and wants to hear a couple of guys from Arizona who have some opinions about college football and our Sun Devils as well. So, feel free. Give us a follow at GiveBackTTG on all social media platforms. I mean, we are on Instagram, X, formerly known as Twitter, TikTok. We have Spotify, which I think we should. At some point, we'll get to Apple Podcasts and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. We'll nail it down. We're only 5 episodes in, so give us a break. Anyway, I'm just kidding, man. But yeah, honestly, gonna have a lot of fun. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, engage. Let us know what we do well. Let us know what we don't do well. It's going to be fun.
Let's get it.
Let's get it. All right. So, without further ado, we're going to jump into just recapping last week's games. Awesome slate of games. ASU was at Baylor for our Sun Devils. We'll recap that part later. But without taking too much time, fellas, let's give ourselves a round of applause. I mean, as a podcast, 11-5 in our picks. 11-5. I was the big winner of personal picks.
Cook the books over here.
12-4. I was 12-4 last week. My losses were big though. Illinois sold. That was insane. I did not expect them to get beaten the brakes off like that. I think I also lost.
You guys should have listened to me on that one.
Yeah, you're gonna have to talk way closer to the mic on that. We got that.
You should have listened to me on that one.
Yeah, we definitely should have listened to you on that one. That's for sure. Yeah, we got that wrong. And then, what else did I lose? I don't even know. I should pull up the outline. I should have that pulled up.
No, you had North Texas.
I had North Texas. I won that one. I was right about Texas Tech. I'll let you know here in just a second.
You guys both had Tulane.
Did I actually pick Tulane?
We had Tulane to cover. It was 10.5.
Oh, that's what we did, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't pick them to win, but yeah,
I had Iowa over Rutgers. They won.
But I did
had
Utah.
Say if
I had
Texas Tech.
shameless plays, if I remember correctly, that
you had UNC.
They wouldn't cover.
I had UNC. That was another one I was wrong about. Oh, my big upset pick of the week.
Should have got 2 losses for the UNC pick.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Shut up. So I had Tulane, North Carolina lost. Nebraska's the other big one. Nebraska.
I don't know why Nebraska can't win a big game at home. If I was a Nebraska fan, this was like the one.
Yeah.
You got ranked Michigan coming. You got a quarterback. 3-0.
They really shouldn't have even had a chance.
And then they lose a close one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was a manufactured close one. They got a Hail Mary at the end of the first half.
Yeah, it was.
And I didn't get to watch the game. I caught shout out Wheels full game highlights. Yeah. But dude, Michigan's D-line was abusing.
Yeah, they were.
Abusing Nebraska. Just speed rush.
Yeah.
Deshaun Barham, I think his name's Derek Moore. They were just poor Raiola, man. I think he got sacked 7 times.
It was 7 times.
7 times. And they rushed for Oh, it was a rough. I think they rushed for like 1.8 yards per carry.
Yeah,
so.
it was tough. And then Michigan was averaging like 10 yards a carry at one point, or like 12 yards a carry because they had 2 long
Justice
touchdowns.
Haynes is the real deal. He
Yeah,
was
he
carrying
is
that whole
insane.
team on his back.
Bro, he was. And
they
Bryce
didn't
Underwood
have-
had a long touchdown run too.
Yeah, if they didn't have Justice Haynes, they would be in.
A world of hurt.
Yep.
Yeah, but Michigan's a solid team. I wanted Nebraska to win. I did. For the fellas, for the boys. But, dude, it was a fun game to watch. It was fun. I know it was a manufactured close game, but still 2 good teams going at it. So I
Fans are going to be like, oh, darn, lost another one. Still going to show up for this team.
Yeah, they're still
Yeah.
going to sell
That's
out
what their
that
respect
stadium.
is.
Yep.
Yeah, and then
their boy
Lenore
shaved his head.
Sellers. Lenore Sellers actually played for South Carolina, and I think it moved the line. But yeah, we had Missouri, and they covered that. Pribula. I have such a hard time
But
saying
Ahmad
that.
Hardy though,
Yeah,
I think he's like second in the nation in rushing yards.
I can confirm that in
But
just a
yeah,
second.
dude, bro, Pribula.
SEC's
has
got
been
some.
cooking.
He is
Got some
exactly
fun ones.
second,
I
and
was
third
looking-
is Justice Haynes.
Hey,
Yeah, man. Robert
got
Henry,
some-
UTSA, 624
That
yards.
like
leads the
middle
country.
of the pack, SEC is going to be a bloodbath.
Dude, I
is
know.
there a top of the pack SEC though?
Yeah.
No.
Everyone's just middle of the pack SEC.
Yeah.
Right now, LSU and Georgia are the top
Not
dogs.
even
LSU
though.
hasn't-
LSU.
They haven't looked
They
impressive.
haven't had a real test yet.
I mean, they beat Clemson. Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
they
Well,
kinda
yeah.
fizzled.
Well,
How did that age?
yeah, it definitely didn't.
Yeah.
It just didn't age at all.
In Florida.
Florida,
Florida's
yeah.
tough, but Miami did the same thing to Florida that LSU did.
Right.
That's why we can get into a fun one with LSU this week.
Yeah. Absolutely. Okay. Let's see here. All right. Yeah. I mean, and yeah, I already talked about Illinois, man. They let me down big time. Like they let me down big time.
They let Illinois fans down big time.
Yes, they did.
That's what they did.
Okay.
What did the score end up being?
63-10.
Yeah, it was tough.
It's almost like what we did to U of A. Hey, Kevin told me the other day he actually listens to these.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
He's like, I heard what you said about U of A.
Yeah, well, you're going to keep hearing it, Kev. We got nothing but bad to say about honestly, we got good things to say about you.
No, I
We respect the Wildcats, sadly.
Yeah.
I got a little respect for U of A this year. They got a gritty
Yeah.
team.
Yeah. I'm not happy about it, but I will say nice things about them when they play
I'm
well.
genuinely rooting for U of A this weekend to beat Iowa State.
I
I
am
can't
too.
do that.
Yeah,
I can't do
we
that.
will absolutely jump into that too, but
Genuinely rooting for is a hard thing for me to say, but
yeah.
If
surprised
they
that they do well, not surprised.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be happy about it.
No, not at all.
I don't think that we'll save that for the later.
I want them to reach up and grab Iowa State by the leg,
Yeah.
pull them back down to earth.
I got you. You want to turn your mic up just a hair?
That's a really small amount of hair.
Just a
hair.
hair.
The
Yeah.
width of
We
a
doing
hair.
better?
Oh yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
circumference of a hair? No, the width.
Circumference?
The width. That's
What is
math.
it? All right.
Yeah.
What?
Go ahead.
Wait,
Is
what?
a hair a circle?
First of all,
Well, if you think about it.
Yeah.
circumference is the so it's the diameter. You
Yeah,
want
that's
the
what I
length-
was trying to say, guys.
The diameter of the.
It's been a minute since geometry.
It is geometry. Yeah. No kidding.
You looked at me. I was like, "Is it geometry?"
I was like, what are you talking about right now?
I'm talking about college football.
We're talking about. We're not talking about math. I love math, but we're not talking about it. Also,
Football math.
shout out. Gotta give one. Gotta dap it up. Come on now. How about Maryland? We had Maryland.
I'll take one, but
That's one. And then we also had Memphis beating Arkansas. 2 of our upset picks of the week. But our big upset pick of the week was Maryland over Wisconsin. They were 10.5-point dogs, and they walked Wisconsin. That, to me, I couldn't believe it was a 10.5-point spread. That was like, that's the easiest money anyone could ever make.
watching Wisconsin play, and then just I caught a couple of the highlights from Maryland. I watched their spring game at the beginning of the year. Like, I think Maryland's got a solid team, but Wisconsin, man, they just what have
look
they
bad.
shown you that says 10.5-point favorites?
Dude,
over
I know.
there?
And even the fact that, like, Billy Edwards, he started the game,
I
and they
know.
still looked just as bad.
Well, he got hurt pretty quick.
I know, but, like, he was in the first drive.
Yeah,
and they still didn't look
He
good.
had 45 on one attempt or one completion.
Bless you.
1 for 3, 45. I don't think it would have been different if he finished the
Not
game.
at all. Not at
Because
all.
I think Maryland's defense seems to be pretty good.
Well, Wisconsin can't run the ball.
Yeah, that's the big issue.
They're averaging like 2 yards a carry on the season.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And they've played
What
like
happened to
not
Wisconsin?
good
That's
teams.
the whole brand.
Yeah.
That's Wisconsin football.
See, you were
Establish
talking
the
about
ground game.
you were
Bless
talking
you.
about when's it time to move on from Ferentz, but sometimes you got to know what your identity is.
Yeah, I know.
Right. Here, let me pull up. I'm gonna
Michigan
pull
knows
up
their identity.
Wisconsin's game from
It's
last
the
week.
same as Iowa, just a little better.
Hey, you have to. When it gets cold.
But yeah, Maryland, the highest rated quarterback recruit in their history. I'm pretty sure. The
Who?
4-star Malik Washington,
Yeah, he's lived up to the hype.
he's played pretty well. Like,
Right now, I'm pulling up
I
Wisconsin's
haven't really got a
rushing
chance
stats.
to watch him live, which I want to.
No way, dude.
But like box score watching, he maybe needs to get the efficiency up. But
Who?
Malik Washington. But I'm like,
He was kind of efficient in the first 2 games of the season.
okay,
I think when they play better comp, yeah, the efficiency's not as good, but I
Yeah.
mean he's still like right around 60%.
he's a good talent though. I'm excited for.
They move the ball.
I think Maryland's gonna be
Yeah,
a dicey little team to play.
yeah, definitely. I mean they're 4-0
I don't think
right
they're
now.
going to be anything crazy,
No,
but
their defense isn't good enough to justify them being like a force in the Big Ten. But get this: Wisconsin home against Miami, Ohio, 3.8 yards per carry.
Lovely.
Longest rush was 17 yards.
it's awesome.
Let's go back. We're gonna go next.
Miami, Ohio's 0-3 now because Calandria put on a master class in the second half
Yeah,
against
he
them.
did.
4-0 UNLV Rebels.
As we all predicted.
We're an Anthony Calandria
Okay.
You
podcast.
guys see Idaho State this week?
Now what happened?
Oh, they put up 92 on a team. Is that it?
Yeah.
Are
They beat
you
a team. It was
serious?
92 to 60.
What?
Yeah.
90? I gotta watch the highlights of this game. That's crazy.
90-0.
Oh, 90 to 0. That's not even them. There's a team that won 92 to 60.
in FCS.
Mhm.
Sheesh.
I don't know who it was though.
You see what Tarleton State's been doing all season?
They're
You
undefeated.
guys want to talk about Army being pull up Tarleton State right there on your laptop there, Philip.
Me?
Or Sam's doing it.
I have to. I gotta talk about.
Tarleton State's gonna be FCS champs.
All right, put your stamp on it.
Let's
Putting
read
some work in.
read out the 42-0 week 0 against Portland State. Go to Mikey Stadium, beat Army in overtime.
Yeah. Which
Then-
is starting to become an actually quality
It's
win. I
Mississippi
mean, with the win
Valley.
at
Yeah.
home against. Wait, they beat Kansas State at Kansas State,
Yeah.
and then they lost at home against North Texas.
Yeah.
North Texas is
When we
solid.
look back at it, Army's low-key had a tough
Yeah.
schedule. And then we got Mississippi Valley State 59-3. 59-3. So it's 42-0. Beat Army.
Okay.
59-3.
Yeah.
Then at Central Arkansas 56-10. Then home against Chattanooga 52-24.
Yeah.
They are
How's Chattanooga this year?
I don't think these teams are like really good teams even in the FCS, but the fact
Right.
they're laying the hammer on these fools.
All right.
Absolutely destroying these teams. So,
Bringing it back to Wisconsin's rushing game. Middle Tennessee State.
shout out Brandon
yeah, I was gonna
Buckner.
say shout out Brandon Buckner, but this is also kind of an offense to their defense.
Yeah, everyone but him, all 10 of those guys.
That's right. He had 3 tackles in this game. Brandon Buckner. I wonder what he's doing. I'll
Probably
click
the
on his
3
profile
best
in a
plays
sec.
of the game.
I believe it. Yeah. They averaged against Middle Tennessee State, who may be the worst team in the FBS this year. No offense, Brandon.
Yeah, they're not doing too hot right now.
4.9 yards per carry. Much better. But they had Yeah, honestly. They if you take away, they had one 61-yard rushing touchdown. If you take that away, they had 30 carries for 92 yards.
Tough.
That's 3 yards a carry. Against the worst defense, one of the worst defenses in football. That's so bad. Wisconsin, dude, I I'm gonna look at
Is
their
Luke Fickell next on the chopping block?
dude. He just needs a quarterback that can sling that thing.
He has one. Billy
Really?
Edwards.
Yeah, but he's hurt.
Can't stay healthy.
Bro, they might not. Oh, they might not win a game the rest of the year. At Michigan, home against Iowa, home against Ohio State, at Oregon, home against Washington, at Indiana, home against Illinois, and then at Minnesota.
Yikes.
Minnesota is their most winnable game.
If they haven't checked out by Minnesota, they might get Minnesota. But if they check out, they're gonna lose
It's
every
gonna
game.
be bad.
There's not a win on that schedule.
No, not at all.
Not a
They may go
single
2-10. Oh my gosh.
Dang! Shout out Wisconsin.
Yeah. That's you know
Luke
what?
Fickell definitely gets fired if they go 2-10.
Yeah.
To be
100%.
fair to Wisconsin, though, they have a brutal schedule.
Luke Fickell to Oklahoma State.
Yeah, maybe.
Go establish the dominance there.
Josh
in the Big
Pate was
12.
floating Zach Robinson.
At Oklahoma State.
Yeah,
Who's that?
the Falcons OC.
He was their quarterback in 2007. He's the kid that Mike Gundy said the.
No.
No, no, it's not.
Different guy.
What?
Yep.
When was Zach Robinson the quarterback? I thought he was
After that
2007.
guy.
Oh. Who was their quarterback then?
It
Come
was a
on.
different guy right before him. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yep. Either is it KTO or Flemlo made a video about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. I thought Zach Robinson was the quarterback they talked about. My whole life I've been thinking that.
Mm-mm.
All right. Well,
No, but Zach
was
Robinson,
wrong.
young
That's
offensive
one.
mind.
You know,
It
you-
could be G.J. Kinney from Texas State too. I've seen that floated around.
yeah, but they're about to move to they're moving to the Pac.
So
I know. If the money's there. He'd do so well. at
he's
Oklahoma
gonna
State.
do it. He does well everywhere.
Yeah, he's
His
a great
offense,
coach.
his offense is legit.
I would love to keep G.J. Kinney out of the Big 12.
Me
though.
too.
Yeah.
We already got enough good coaches in this
Yeah,
conference.
out of respect for G.J. Kinney, we'd love to keep you out because we do not want to play you every year.
What about this Mike Gundy situation?
Yeah. So, dude, Mike Gundy getting fired after 21 years as Oklahoma State's head football coach after 3 games in year 21. I mean, and Oklahoma State fans can correct me, but it seems a bit soon to me.
Results.
Yeah, well, how do you guys feel about it? Because I obviously have my opinions. But
I got mine.
Sam, start us off, man. How do you feel about Mike Gundy getting fired?
Yeah, it's tough when you talk about the career accolades and 18 bowl seasons, 170 and 90, 18 winning seasons, but these past 2 years have been rough.
Yeah.
And we're only seeing it from the surface level because there's a lot more that goes on inside these organizations than we know. So if there's pure speculation, if there's already stuff going on with failure to adapt to the new landscape of college football, Gundy's a little blunt with how he is personality-wise. He could have pissed off some of the wrong people.
Like Dan Lanning.
There could be people inside the organization that have a view for the program where things are going to go.
Yeah.
It's results. You got to move quick. There's people that can fire you that can't wait to make decisions because they are watching out for their own job too.
Yeah, but I mean, I see it this way. It's like, isn't this kind of like, hasn't he earned the luxury of like finishing out the season, it being a lost cause, whatever, and then just mutually parting ways at the end of the season?
I mean, it's not looking any better than it was last year. Last year was
Last year was
complete
bad.
derailed. And then they come back again this year, and it's like
Last year
you're
they
gonna do
dealt
the exact
with
same thing that happened last year.
They dealt with a lot of injuries last year, right? Or were they just terrible?
Maybe defensively, but they had pretty much their whole offense ready to roll last year. It was weird. The thing was they had the oldest offensive line in the country, and they were atrocious.
Yeah, they couldn't run the ball last year. I remember.
They struggled to run.
Like Ollie Gordon
a year
went from
after.
like a 2,000-yard rusher to like
I mean, they're 20.
nothing.
They're 20-point dogs at home against Baylor this week.
Yeah, it's
next
bad.
week. No, this week.
This week, yeah. It's bad. I didn't include that game because I was just like,
I think I like the way both of you put it. For me, it's like my thought is never fire good coaches even if you're on kind of a down time. Or like, I always liked Eli Drinkowitz at Missouri, and people were starting to get ready to give up on him right when he started to get it going. And it's like, for me, I totally agree with you, Philip. Like, a year ago at this time, because a year ago at this time, Oklahoma State started out, 3-0?
Yeah, they were 3-0 and then lost 9 straight.
We're talking about a team that was preseason Big 12 champs, or at least up there in the conversation, because they were in the Big 12 championship against Texas the year before.
Yeah, they beat Arkansas. They beat Arkansas week 2.
Not only that, but they went to a
SEC
Big 12
win.
championship practically without a quarterback.
Yeah.
Allen Bowman was nothing special. They also had what was they had Gunnar Rangel,
Garrett Rangel,
and then they had Gundy's
Yeah,
kid.
they split the time between 3 quarterbacks, and they still made it to the Big 12 championship.
You don't do that
behind
if
Ollie
you don't have a good
Gordon.
coach. Yeah.
Yep, good coaching, their offense, all of it. Their defense was special too. But I'm just like, and that part of me hates it. I understand there's no energy, no juice behind this program right now, talent-wise. Like, they were not pulling in a ton of
It was all
big-time transfers.
Gordon last year,
Yeah, and Presley killed it. Gordon played well.
but not up to expectation.
Right, not to the 1,700-yard expectation people had for him. I hate the idea that somebody can have 18 straight winning seasons, and then the season doesn't go as expected.
Like not even
1
2
year
full seasons after.
Right, we're a year and a fourth in removed.
That's what makes me think that there's more to it than just football production.
And Josh Pate kind of talked about the fact that the AD and Gundy do not like each other.
That's
that's
the smoking gun there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just, like, and I understand that Gundy, like, guys like Gundy give themselves a shorter leash because of their kind of verbal antics. Like, Gundy speaks his mind unfiltered all the time, whether for good or bad. He's going to say what's on his mind, and that's got himself in a lot of trouble. Sometimes trouble when he's not even wanting trouble to be brought on him.
Yeah.
And he kind of gives that rough around the edges appearance, and I think that rubs people the wrong way. But my goodness, you're talking about, isn't he like
he's one of the most decorated coaches in college football.
Well, not even just that. He was their leading passer for a long time in their school history.
Yeah.
Like, former quarterback, 18 straight winning seasons. Like, I couldn't tell you who he took. Actually, because Josh Pate just said Les Miles was the coach at Oklahoma State before Mike Gundy.
That's kind of crazy.
But who knew? Like,
so like this,
I didn't know that.
This feels like, as an ASU fan, right? Mike Gundy is their Kenny Dillingham. He brought Oklahoma State back to being a powerhouse. And they were. I mean, for a decade, they were ranked consistently. They went to a bowl game 18 straight years. That's beautiful. It breaks my heart to think about Kenny Dillingham getting fired a year and 3 games after having a bad performance.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think. It's got to be relationally within the organization.
Yeah, and that's where Kenny and Gundy are way different.
Yeah, and that's what it is.
But I still just, and I think you're right, I just still hate it.
Yeah.
At least in my thoughts, give him to the end of the season, try to make it peaceful or at least mutual to the outside world.
Yeah.
But my goodness, I mean, he deserves a little more respect than that. He's the best thing that's ever happened to that program.
Other than Barry Sanders.
And, Thurman Thomas.
Yeah. Anyway, well, I think we all kind of agree, like, this is a crazy situation, but I also want to bring up another head coach who's, I don't think should be in hot water, but is in hot water with the media for sure. It's Dabo Swinney. I mean, he's been getting dragged through the mud because he kind of went on a nice little tirade or a monologue, if you will, is the press conference before Syracuse talking about we win at Clemson. We won national championships. This is winning. Like, we win. And then they got beat at home by Syracuse.
Yeah.
And it was bad. They're 1-3.
Yeah, I mean, if you're one of the most winning programs in the nation in the past 10 years, and if you're not going to live up to that title contender expectation that they're putting on themselves, that the country's putting on themselves, yeah, they deserve criticism. Yeah, they're failing. Yeah, we talked about it, they have top 5 quarterback in the country. They have
Weapons
insane amount of
everywhere.
talent that's been there for a little bit, that's aging, that this is supposed to be your year to strike. So it's like,
I mean, they were being talked about as the best team in college football, preseason. But I guess so. The statement I want to make, and then we kind of respond to it, is Dabo Swinney is the laughingstock of college football right now. And my question to that is that deserved?
You'd say the laughingstock?
The laughingstock of college football right now. Right now. Going into week 5 on September 24th, currently Dabo Swinney is the laughingstock.
Yeah.
You messing with the light?
I think they're definitely the team that is falling the furthest from their preseason expectations. I mean, it's been rough. Like, watching their games is pretty brutal. But I don't really know what the next move is.
Yeah.
I mean, they started out slow last year. It wasn't this bad, but they rallied back and snuck their way into the college football playoff.
They did.
But it's gonna be a similar track as that. I think they're gonna bounce back. I don't know if they have as much time as they did last year to sneak back in with the ACC.
There's no way that they make the playoff.
There's a lot more going on in the ACC this year.
They can't make the playoff. I can guarantee that. I mean, the LSU loss and the Georgia Tech loss, okay. Home loss to Syracuse, unacceptable.
Yeah, with 2 conference losses, it's going to be tough. I don't know.
Because they're not going to make the ACC championship.
I don't know if
not with Georgia Tech.
I don't know if you're going to get Miami and
Florida State
and Georgia Tech. All 3 of them.
Right.
To have.
And SMU doesn't have a conference loss yet.
Yeah, and they need 3 losses.
Right.
So I think that's out of the picture.
Well, they can, in theory, with SMU and Florida State, if they go into the last week of the season with 2 conference losses, they have SMU and Florida State on the schedule. If they beat both of them, they just need one other team to do the Lord's work for them. And does
Florida State play Miami this year?
Good question.
Duke doesn't have a conference loss either.
Yeah, but they will. Yes, they do. They play Miami October 4th, so next week. It's Miami at Florida State. Literally next week. Dude, Florida State has a cake schedule. Oh, my gosh.
We love that for Norvell.
I do, too. So they have at Virginia, home against Miami, home against Pitt, at Stanford, home against Wake Forest. Then they go to Clemson, home against Virginia Tech, at NC State, at Florida. I mean, Florida is a question mark. Maybe Clemson if they figure it out. Question mark. Miami question mark.
Clemson's going to be a question mark for everybody because of their talent alone. But,
yeah. And Dabo Swinney, they could rally at any given moment.
And when you think about it, like 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, Clemson loses to NC State to become 4-4. And I'm pretty sure that's when Dabo said, now's a great time to buy stock in Clemson football. Finished the year on like a 4-game winning streak. The next year they're in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like, this is the first time Dabo's had some like real like adversity. And you could say he had adversity then and with DJU, but like the expectations on those teams were not the expectations that this team has, that this team is literally the best team in college football. And on paper, 100% like hindsight's 2020, but I still would say preseason that this was the most talented team in the nation. I think you can copy and paste a lot of what we said for Gundy about Dabo. Like, Dabo brings a lot of the laughing stock on himself by being one. Everyone likes to see the top dog humbled.
Yep.
And Dabo brings a lot of it on himself by his personality, and when he talks, he kind of can come off sometimes whiny.
Yeah.
And that rubs people the wrong way, especially when he's a 2-time national champion.
Yeah.
And I can't get my words together.
No, I hear you, and I can kind of pick it up too. Like, Dabo is probably currently the most decorated coach in college football. In terms, 2 natties, 4 national championship appearances, 7 college football playoff appearances, 17 bowl appearances, and 17 seasons as Clemson's head coach.
He's been there 17 years.
16 full seasons. He was the interim in 2008, and they made the bowl. They went 4-3 with him as their coach.
Jeez.
They made a bowl game.
It's been a while.
He's had 1 losing season. 1. And they went 6-6, and they lost in the bowl game. And they went 6-7. That's it.
What was the record?
6-7. 6-7. But his career record is 181-50. That's crazy. So I don't know if he deserves all the hate he gets, and I know people hate him, but he's such a good football coach. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I don't like dragging coaches. I just don't like dragging coaches through the. Yeah, it is the standard. He set, and props to him for setting the bar so high. He's the one who set the standard.
He brought them up from mediocrity.
Yeah, and absolutely, this is an underwhelming season. Let's not.
Absolutely.
Yeah, let's not.
Expectation was to be a top 5 team in the country.
Yeah, and they're not. It's unfortunate, but the rest of their season, they have winnable. They have a lot of winnable games.
The thing is, they'll get the benefit of the doubt in the rankings.
Yeah, they will.
So if they put together a 3-game win streak, they're probably ranked.
At North Carolina, at Boston College, home against SMU, home against Duke. They could win 4 straight going into Florida State.
Yeah, and they're going to be ranked. Any chance that they give the voters to rank them, they're going to get voted.
Yeah, they'll be they'd make them 5-3 playing a home game against Florida State. They'll be ready.
If your team needs a tune-up game, North Carolina is the perfect team to have on your schedule.
Not only that, they have a bye week this week. Tune-up game against North Carolina. Then they prepare for a really talented offense in Boston College, but they have all the weapons to stop them. I know. Dylan Lonergan. I'll say it again. Dylan Lonergan.
Yep.
He makes the easy plays look easy, and the difficult ones look.
It's kind of like Sam Levitt.
Semi-easy. Like Sam Levitt.
But no. Yeah, Clemson. Just going back and watching their games, like, it's frustrating.
Yeah.
They make it look so hard to like they're trying so hard. Todd McShay, I think I said this a couple weeks ago, but he said they make the easy things look difficult.
Yeah, they do.
And it's just like, we're talking about RPO slants we're throwing picks on.
Right.
We cannot drive guys out of their gaps with Clemson recruit offensive line. Like Syracuse's D-line and offensive line, we're pushing Clemson's line around. And not just – Clemson has, like, probably the most talented D-line. The two – TJ Parker, Peter Woods, Will Helt, like, they got –
Those are all NFL guys.
Yeah, NFL dudes across the board. And they're just getting pushed around by Syracuse. Syracuse at home.
Yeah, that's bad.
And you just, like –
It's bad. I'm going to check the camera.
You go back and you look at the rushing stats. You're like, Adam Randall ended up running for a pretty good number. It just I have a hard time not chalking this up to coordinators.
Yeah.
Like, why is this team not performing?
I'd be interested. I don't know if they lost any coordinators.
They got Tom
Recently.
Allen.
Have you seen that video of the?
Isn't he the Indiana head coach?
Yep,
I've seen
and
that
he was
video
at
of that
Penn
kid
State for
playing-
defense
Kid
last
playing
year.
youth football, and he's rallying the team. And he said, "This
Yeah.
one's not on you. This one is the coaches. It's on the
Yep.
coaches."
Classic. Cade Klubnik in the
I
post
know.
in the locker room. And then so they got Tom Allen, and Penn State fans could not be happier to have gotten rid of Tom Allen. Let me tell you.
Dang.
When we went to Penn State, Ohio State last year, I'm watching this game, and the fans next to me, like, you want to talk about fans that are not grateful for winning is Penn State fans. Fire Tom Allen. And I'm like, guys, you just held Ohio State to 13 points. What are we talking about?
Yeah. They would go
But-
win a natty.
But they hated Tom Allen. They were ready for him to go. And
His defense is the only side of the ball that scored in that game.
yeah, that's true.
They had a pick 6 in the first quarter.
Yeah. So it's just like there's Tom Allen and and then Garrett Riley on the offensive side of the ball. I have so many thoughts in my head about Clemson. I just can't
Can't formulate it.
Can't formulate.
That's
it. We can
okay.
move
Kinda
on.
like
Yeah.
Klubnik right now.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's a
Facts.
dumpster fire.
that's where you're.
That was a living.
It
That
is
was
a-
a living
Yeah.
A new
of
living
Cade
translation.
Klubnik.
One word to describe Clemson is just underwhelming. That's
Sad.
it. Just underwhelming.
Do any of these Clemson receivers belong in the conversation as one of the best wide receivers in the country?
Not a chance.
I would say not a chance, but
I don't
I
think
would
I'd say
just
not a
based on-
chance.
Not by
talent-wise, maybe.
talent-wise,
not by
yes.
performance.
Not-
Talent-wise, they got 3 guys that could be in
Oh,
there.
for sure. Yeah, I mean, they always do. But if we're looking at it purely like they're not making plays, they're not making plays.
Yeah.
So, obviously, we highlight the clear top 2 wide receivers in college football.
Mhm.
No, not Ryan Williams. It's Jeremiah Smith, who may be the greatest wide receiver prospect we've ever seen, and Jordan Tyson from ASU. Go Devils. Sounds biased, but turn the tape on. He's gonna be the first receiver off the board this year.
Oh, that's pretty well respected now.
I would say so, but
He's
there's
getting
got to
lots
be.
of national press now.
Okay.
He's moving up into like top 5 NFL draft
Yeah,
projections.
he 100% deserves
No,
it.
he's getting lots of national press, especially
He-
after that play with Texas State.
Gosh,
I mean, he's
dude,
making big plays in every game.
Yeah, he is everything we've wanted ASU to be wide receiver wise. That's the next video you need to make. Is the
He was
TikTok
talking
is
about, yeah.
ASU wide
It's
receiver
coming.
you.
It's coming in the next.
On the way.
Nikhil Harry,
Next
Jalen
soon,
Strong. Ooh, okay. Be on the lookout. Be on the lookout for that. Because low key, man, Jordan Tyson's nuts. Not even low key, high key. Jordan Tyson he's in my opinion, he's the best receiver in college football.
Me too.
And that's not a disrespect to Jeremiah Smith. It's
No.
like 1A, 1B. But I think right now Jordan Tyson is so pro ready. He's
think-
going to be so good.
I think you can just. So the main problem with Marvin Harrison Jr. is he struggles to make magic happen after the catch.
Yeah.
And so if he's not winning on the outside, and he's not your go-to guy with hands on the field, he doesn't really make much of a difference. But when you have that guy where you just put the ball in his hands and he can make stuff happen, and that's Jordan Tyson. Like when you watch these games where they're throwing slants and Levitt's off the mark with it,
Mhm.
and he's
catches
throwing it way down,
almost
he's
everything.
catching everything. And he can just put his foot in the ground and make you miss.
Yeah.
And so that's the thing. Like that's what you're getting with. I mean, you hear the Marvin Harrison Malik Neighbors discussion.
Yeah.
Neighbors makes magic happen with the ball in his
he
hands,
does.
and that's so special and important as a prospect, and maximizes what you bring value wise to the field.
Yeah. The only thing about Jordan Tyson, high and tight, brother. High and tight. Like
Fair.
he just when he starts dancing a little bit, gets shifty, gets a little crazy
You
with his
gotta
footwork.
You live by the sword, you die by the sword.
Lives exactly, and I will die by it every single time. But oh my gosh, yeah, that's like his only criticism as a prospect is he has had a fumbling issue the last 2 years.
He's
I wouldn't
had
even
some
call it-
concentration drops.
Not even many of them. Like
Last year
a
he
couple,
did.
yeah, last year he had a couple, but it was mainly like Kansas. He had one against Kansas, He did a couple against Kansas. It was earlier in the year, but as the season went on, he was very solid. This year, I haven't seen him like seriously drop a ball. Like he dropped a screen pass against Baylor, but it was way
It's
behind
that Mississippi
him.
State third down.
Yeah, that's a bad one. Yeah, he did have one bad drop, and then again he dropped that deep ball, but that was such a great play by the Baylor corner. Last week. So,
I wouldn't call that a drop.
No, but still, he had his hands on it, and he was this close to coming down with it too. But yeah, I have Jordan Tyson. He's my number one receiver, obviously. But are there any guys you think we're missing that it should be in the conversation for best receiver in college football, other than Jeremiah Smith and Jordan Tyson?
So I know we brought up Ryan Williams a little bit.
Yeah.
Ryan Williams is a very interesting one.
Yeah.
Because of how quickly he came onto the scene and was like the discussion with freshman receivers last year with Ryan Williams and Jeremiah Smith. Like the first couple games, it was Ryan Williams is 10 times better than Jeremiah Smith, and then Jeremiah Smith got better and better and peaked at the right time. Yeah. And like after that Georgia game, like I think people forget, people thought Ryan Williams was
the
heads
best
and
receiver,
shoulders above Jeremiah Smith. So with Ryan Williams, I think the development slowed down a little bit. I know, who was it that brought it up? How he didn't look like he put any weight on in the offseason, which is not the best.
Oh, it was it McElroy? You're the one who said it.
I didn't say it.
Yeah, you said it.
I just know there was somebody on the broadcast that mentioned it.
Oh, I swear you said it. You were talking about. Is it AJ McCarron?
It's McCarron. It was McCarron.
Was it McCarron? Yeah.
Yeah.
On a podcast, he was saying that.
So you wonder how much of this early success in these important developmental years of his hopefully professional career is going to hurt him.
Yeah.
You're 17 years old. You're already getting deemed as the best player, and Tuscaloosa's all over you. Cover of college football, all sorts of media angles. You know, how much is that going to affect your development? I know he came back in a big way. I mean, after the Georgia game last year, he kind of fell off a cliff. He came back in a big way against Wisconsin. Wisconsin, we're kind of seeing, wasn't much, but he's got Georgia this week.
Yeah.
And I'd really love to see him grow as a player and have another big game. I think that's good for the sport if he does.
And no better guy to be throwing the football than Ty Simpson. We are a pro Ty Simpson podcast.
I mean,
we're pro a lot of quarterbacks.
We love quarterbacks.
That Bama-Georgia game last year was magical.
That was a lot of fun.
And he's a guy that can bring those moments.
Yeah.
I just want to see, just because I want to see the guy develop, continue to focus on the little things that make you better at this stage in your career.
Yeah.
And those magical moments you'll just become, like, he has potential to be a top 5 NFL receiver if he pours into his development. When it comes to size, when it comes to separation, when it comes to run blocking, and just ironing out all those edges, because the magical plays are there.
Yeah. I agree with that. I think that was a very well done analysis there. Well said. You feel good about that?
Yeah. The thing that puts me, like, the thing I look at when looking at receivers is movement skills. So I'll like some receivers that aren't quite as productive.
Just by how they move?
Just by how they move. Because that, like, the way you move translates. The way you can break press. Like, Michael Wilson might not be the fastest guy in the world, but the way he moves in his release game.
Those like, Senior Bowl one-on-one highlights were fun, man.
Guys who can move smooth, well, that have shake to them. And the thing that Jordan Tyson makes Jordan Tyson so elite is that he has those horizontal movement skills where he can shift defenders, he can get off press. His vertical explosion, like the way he floats and hangs in, not only does he float and hang, but he also just jumps higher than people. Yeah. So, like, he has the vertical and he has the hang time. And he has the top end speed. So, like, he puts all of those things together. He has his concentration drops, but yeah, Jordan Tyson, to me, like, that's the reason I have him edging out Jeremiah Smith, and it's no shade at all to Jeremiah Smith, but that's just my preference when I look at receivers. So, like, I look at a guy like Omar Cooper right now at Indiana, and he's got that exact movement style. Like, they do a lot of RPO, like, hitches, a lot of RPO slants, and a lot of screen passes to Omar Cooper, and when he gets the ball in his hands, it's a very lofty comparison, but I kind of get shades of, and I might have to rewatch, but Jamar Chase is the guy that comes to my mind with Omar Cooper when he gets the ball in his hands. He's smooth, he's sturdy, but that's kind of a guy that came to my mind when we're talking about guy. I wouldn't put him up with any of the three guys that we already talked about, but that's one guy that I'm just like,
just a low key.
Yeah,
we're not talking about him enough.
Yeah, and I got a couple receivers like that. Cam Vaughn's at West Virginia. We got to free that man. We got to get him some touches. He's nice.
Let Nico know.
I'll let Rich Rod know, but yeah.
I'm gonna jump into these.
Yeah, let me go check the camera real quick. You guys want to start with that?
Alrighty, I'll get us going.
Yeah.
All right, week 5 predictions.
Talk about our career record.
Career record.
Oh yeah, talk about our
Over the first 4 weeks, we are currently 37-22.
Let's go.
With a 62.7% win rate.
We'd be first in the Eastern Conference.
Oh, I know. I think this is only going to get better. And I love where we're going.
I do too.
I love where we're going, and I just got to credit the team.
Yeah.
Credit the
It's a
effort
team
that we're
effort.
putting into the long nights, the early mornings, it's really cool to see it pay off on the stat sheet out here.
We're on them tapes, man.
Yeah,
we are on the tapes.
Hey, come on now.
37-22. That just got me even more jazzed up to get back to it.
Right? And we had one atrocious week. It was like a 9-8, which is still over 50%. But if
that was when we let Philip decide, so we're gonna put an asterisk next to it.
Oh yeah, sure. Sure.
No, that was one where.
Yeah, that we got like 16-1, I think, if I remember correctly.
Whatever. Nah. Okay. Cap.
But yeah, no, we're doing good. I think we can push that into the 70%.
Oh, for sure. And I'm saying we've really only been like, I went back and I did the math on all the picks that we had. We weren't really doing the picks like we're doing them now, where we're just we're going rapid fire. We're all putting our 2 cents in. Mm-hmm. Before it was like we were just picking games we liked and we were picking it based off of that. So now we got a little more structure with it. We're picking, and all the games are just going to get better with conference games coming in.
Harder to pick.
What?
Harder to pick.
So much harder to pick. But I mean, right now I got 37-22 in 59 games. That's 62%. That's so good. I'm psyched about it. And the fact that, like, I went back, we've talked about upsets here and there, but we stamped our approval on 5 upsets so far, 1 per week. Right now we're 4-1. 3 of the upsets were like 3.5 point spread kind of upsets, so they weren't crazy. There's like Georgia Tech over Clemson, Hawaii over Stanford, week 0, and then there was one more.
Ohio.
I'm blanking. No, it wasn't Ohio, West Virginia. It was UNLV over UCLA. That one, and they delivered. So I had like those ones, and then Hawaii over U of A, we lost. And then last week was like the first big one where we took a shot, and it was like, okay, Maryland, Wisconsin. We technically did 2. We had Memphis over Arkansas, but I don't count it because I'm gonna keep that same energy like if we lose one of those and stuff like that. So we only take the 1, which was Maryland, Wisconsin. So we're gonna keep going with that. We will put our stamp of approval. We do. I have one, and we'll discuss, and we'll put our stamp of approval on an upset that we feel like is a brewing this week. So first game of the week is, I believe, on Thursday. I think this is a Thursday game.
I think it's a Friday game.
Friday game? Is it a Friday game?
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock. Oh, because it's the same day as ASU.
That'll be fun.
Okay, yeah.
If I wasn't driving home from work at that point.
Right. Florida State at Virginia. Florida State is a 6.5 point favorite. And then just to recap the way we do things, we do pick 'em unless they are more than a touchdown favorite, in which you have to take the spread. So Florida State right now 6.5 point favorites, according to FanDuel, over Virginia on the road. I like Florida State.
I do as well.
Florida State.
I love Virginia, and I think they'll have some fun plays on offense. But Florida State has just looked so good, and Virginia hasn't really put a full game. I mean, they did against Stanford, but even then they had some suspicious defense at times. So Florida State for sure.
All right, I'm gonna try my best to take notes here on each game. I should every time I say it, I should have a pen here so I can.
And the next game is TCU ASU. Are we gonna really discuss that later?
No,
We're
let's
gonna
jump into it at the end.
Yeah, we'll jump into that
Okay.
later.
I mean, we
skip
know where
that
the pick's gonna be. So.
We all know, yeah. But we'll do a deep dive. So
Yeah, we'll save it
Forks
for
up,
the.
we'll save it for the end.
baby.
So
Forks
right now
up.
we're all in alignment on Florida State.
Yep.
And then next one is USC at Illinois.
This
USC
is an interesting one.
6.5 point favorites over Illinois on
Conference
the road.
rivals.
Yeah.
Weird.
So
this
weird.
used to be the Rose Bowl matchup. This was
Yeah.
the Rose Bowl in was it 2007 or 2008 with Juice Williams.
I think it was 9. But I have like vivid memories of Rashard Mendenhall scoring a long touchdown and then them getting blown out the rest of the game.
Yeah, they did. It was like 41-10 or something.
It was bad.
Richard Mendenhall. Haven't heard that name in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't even know he went to Illinois.
He's out there.
He went to Illinois.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Rashard Mendenhall,
Of
man.
course he knows that.
Good
Mini
dude,
William
creating
Gain right there.
creating fun conversation topics for the masses.
Yeah, no kidding. All right, but I'm gonna start us off. I got USC to cover that game.
As
6.5.
Yeah.
As do
I
I.
think after watching them against Michigan State the other night, they look unreal on offense.
They're rolling.
Jordan
Unreal.
Maya's.
Jaden Maeva.
Yeah, Jaden
Yeah,
Mayava.
I'm-
He's
Well, keep going.
no, go ahead.
Yeah, see.
Part of me is happy to see Lincoln Riley make it work.
Yeah,
Mhm.
me
It's
too.
been a very sad what's going on
Yeah.
after he departed when he was the pinnacle of offense in college football for 5 years.
Yeah.
And going to USC, bringing the weapons that he had, not seeing it go. But now the defense is showing out.
Mm-hmm.
7th year Eric Gentry, former Sun Devils, just
Yep.
leading that defense. And
Is he still there?
He is
No
starting
way.
linebacker.
Yeah,
And
I believe
just-
that.
they still lost Zachariah Branch, and they look better than ever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They look better without him.
It's cool. I like seeing teams that are going into new conferences start to find their way. Like seeing Washington getting some momentum, seeing USC, seeing Oklahoma get their feet underneath them.
Yeah.
It's fun to see. UCLA needs to go to the Big Sky and figure that one out. But
Yeah. Sorry, Grandpa.
Sorry, Grandpa.
He's gonna be so upset. He won't
But
listen to this.
He
so
won't
okay.
listen, so yeah, we're fine.
yeah, USC covers.
Yeah, I
Still good?
agree.
What? Oh, you're cut out. You can tweak it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I concur with Sam. I mean,
But we're good.
is my mic back? I accidentally turned it off.
No, you're good. Yeah.
Okay.
I think all of our mics are good.
Yeah, USC, the biggest thing they did for Lincoln Riley did for his job security is hiring Danton Lynn from UCLA as their D coordinator. They've been very good the last 2 seasons on defense.
They
and
got a killer tight end recruit. They got a Matter Day tight end recruit.
That's
Number one in
right.
the country. That'll be there next
next Brock Bowers.
year. Yeah.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah,
That'll be fun to watch.
and Lincoln kills it in recruiting every year. They have insane amounts of talent. The thing, they just have a good coordinator now on defense, and they run the ball so well with Eli Sanders and Wayman Jordan.
I mean, if those Oklahoma teams with Baker, Kyler, and Jalen Hurts, if they were in the SEC at that point for a few years, if you're in the SEC for a while, it's easier to get backers. It's easier to get D linemen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Those teams could have made it farther.
Yeah,
Those teams could have made it to the Natty.
yeah.
Yeah,
They had some natty teams
right.
at Oklahoma then.
All
Yeah.
right.
The only thing that makes me nervous is it Illinois getting their get back after last week's performance.
Yeah.
Right.
It's gonna be fun.
I don't-
really
It will
look forward
be
to
a
that
good game.
Is that big noon kickoff?
That one's at.
At
Actually, I think it's a
Illinois too
9.
helps.
That's a 9 a.m. kickoff.
Oh, 9 a.m.
9 a.m. Arizona time.
9 a.m. LA time too.
9 a.m.
LA
LA time at Illinois.
It's gonna be it's gonna be noon.
There's some tough factors against USC.
Yeah, but think. Okay, All right. When I went back and watched a little bit of Illinois, Indiana, Illinois' offensive line looked horrible.
Yeah.
They got eaten alive by Indiana. So if USC can manufacture any sort of pressure, Altmaier just
The
collapsed.
tough thing for Illinois is USC has more
Weapons.
talent.
Also, bro, Illinois. I watched this on a couple of those big touchdown runs that Indiana had. Whoever that white safety is for Illinois.
Oh, he's a backup.
Yeah,
Their starter got
he
ejected for
takes
targeting.
horrible angles.
Yeah, that won't be the case.
It
next
was
week.
like, instead of like understanding that he was beat athletically, it was like we're running straight at each other, and instead of like, getting down, getting ready to make a tackle, he was just like run straight, and then when the guy goes around him, he goes, oh no, and then turns. It's like the video, the meme of the baby who runs in and goes, ah. It's like D lineman getting fooled on a screen. You know what I mean? It's like that. But it was so bad, dude. It was so bad. I was watching. I was like, oh man. So if that dude is starting,
he's not.
100%. Like, I mean,
That's the craziest slander I've ever heard.
Bro,
this is the
it
most
was
aggressive
bad.
we've been on this podcast.
Some 19-year-old kid from
That poor
Illinois that his
kid.
parents are so proud when
He's-
D1
he's
is
not
catching a 2-minute rift from Philip.
Bro, he's not a bad football player because obviously he's playing D1 at a ranked school. But man, it was a rough performance. I hope he bounces back. But USC's got some weapons, so give me the Trojans. Okay, game number 4 is Notre Dame at Arkansas. Notre Dame's 4.5-point favorites in this one. Arkansas just dropped a heartbreaker to Memphis, which we all saw.
I think this line should be a lot bigger. I think
I do too.
Notre Dame foot's on the gas. They could very well be undefeated with probably the hardest start of a schedule. I think Jeremiah Love is going to continue to get fed and show why he's the best running back in college football. Give me the Fighting Irish by 3 scores.
Wow. Dang. That's
Crazy.
All right. Okay. Sam Hodge stamp of dominance.
I don't hate it though.
I don't either, but I don't know if it's going to be that crazy. I could see this being like a 10-point game, but I have Notre Dame in this one.
This is the week, I think, that we find out if Arkansas checks out mentally after 2 tough losses.
Yeah.
So, I'm checking my phone. I'm going to agree with Sam here. Notre Dame certainly covers the 4.5-point spread. Too much running game. Arkansas can't stop anything on defense.
Yeah. They were winning for most of that Memphis game too, and then they just dropped it at the end.
Yep, and they can't stop the run.
Anyway. All right. A Big Ten clash between Rutgers and Minnesota. Right now, Minnesota is a 4.5-point favorite at home.
It's kind of a gross game.
It is a gross game, but
I don't know. Big storyline here. Ethan Kaliakmanis returning to his former school at Minnesota.
Yeah, but I don't understand why Minnesota is the favorite here.
I don't
I don't
either.
know if Vegas doesn't understand the Big Ten or what, but like
They understand.
I was big on Minnesota, and I said Minnesota will go as far as Drake Lindsey takes them, and I've been impressed by Drake Lindsey, but I haven't been impressed by Minnesota. Their weapons have not been performing as well as I thought they would. Their defense has not been as great as I had hoped. They had a lot of returning production on defense and on offense, and I thought, man, they could be poised for a solid season. They may still do it, but losing to Cal really damaged my perspective of Minnesota. So I have Rutgers covering 4.5, and I even have them winning this game.
Yeah, honestly, give me Rutgers. I haven't watched much of either team, but I just always think Minnesota's gross. So.
Yeah. Watch them pull in Indiana this week. Beat 'em
Nah.
63-10.
Nah. This is Ethan Kaliakmanis revenge game.
Yeah.
I mean, as an Iowa fan, I watched the whole game last week. You catch the first half?
Yeah, I watched first quarter.
And Rutgers' offense looked fantastic. And that they continued to look pretty good in the second half. They just had a couple mistakes. They struggled to protect Iowa's good pass rush, but like Rutgers, dude, their offense is built for it. Minnesota's going to have a tough time with them. I like Rutgers in this game.
All right. All in agreement. You think Rutgers wins or just covers?
I think they win.
I think they win as well.
I don't think they just
You think so?
cover. I think they win.
This is not our upset pick of the week, but this is our first actual upset pick. We're taking Rutgers to win.
It's a weird upset. It doesn't feel like an upset.
I don't think it should be an upset. I think Rutgers should be favored by like 1.5 points.
I think Rutgers is a good team.
Yeah, they're a much better team than Minnesota.
I mean, I said it preseason.
Yeah, you did.
I was talking about Rutgers.
All right. Next game is Duke at Syracuse.
Could have been so much better.
I know this could have been such a fun quarterback matchup, but it sounds like Steve Angeli.
Rest in peace, Steve Angeli's Achilles.
Tore his Achilles, so now it's Ricky Collins.
Josh Pate reported.
Duke at Syracuse. Duke is a 5.5-point favorite on the road at Syracuse. I like Syracuse a lot. Duke was one of my teams in the ACC to start the year. They have not performed as well as I had hoped. Their offense has been off the charts. It's been a lot of fun to watch. Darian Mensah has been as advertised, but I'm actually torn on this. I know no Steve Angeli should make me just go, okay, Duke wins this game. Something is giving me pause, and I don't know if it's the fact that I think Ricky Collins is actually a solid quarterback or the fact that I think you can just plug any quarterback in Syracuse's offense and they just roll. But you guys go first. I got to think about this one.
I'm still going Syracuse.
All right. That didn't help me at all.
Syracuse at home. Yeah, there's not much of it. I think with the unknown of how Duke's been sporadic, and then with the quarterback change at Syracuse, and given Syracuse the advantage with them being at home, I think the vibes just say Syracuse. No, there's not much rhyme or reason about it.
That's exactly how I feel. Is like the vibes are pointing to Syracuse, but everything else in me is like screaming like, no, pick Duke. So, William, you go ahead.
I am going to take Duke here. I think Ricky Collins is a talented quarterback, the LSU transfer. I don't see him stepping in right away and replacing 4-1 Dodgers. Sucks.
What inning?
Eighth. Diamondbacks podcast as well.
Yeah.
Tracking a tight wild card race. I just don't think he steps in right away and fills in for what Steve Angeli. I think over the course of a season he'll prove to be a good quarterback, but Darian Mensah, too much offense. The one thing Duke struggled to do is stop the run. So if Syracuse can do that and kind of shorten the game,
run the ball a lot.
Yeah, much more of a passing team. But I think Duke gets them. They just score a lot of points is what happens. Darian Mensah happens.
All right. This is hard because now I'm the deciding factor.
Yeah, it's nice when you don't have to be.
I know. All right.
Gut. What does the gut say right now?
I think your gut's saying Syracuse.
No, my gut says Duke.
No, you said when I was talking, you said that's exactly how I feel.
He was excited about Syracuse, and then I told him in the
you
production
were just pissed
meeting. I said Steve Angeli's hurt, and he's like, oh. And I could see the life come out of him.
He was just pissed he
that.
didn't get your approval. If you would have said Syracuse, he would be tripling down on stock.
If you both said Syracuse, it would have made my life so much easier.
Your head just went like this when you heard William say Duke.
His pick changed.
My head went
internally.
like that because I was like, oh man, now I'm the swing. I don't want to be the swing vote.
You're the swing state?
I was the swing state.
We got to chase down those ballots.
It's one of those things, man. Like, this game could go either way. This game could really go either way. And I love both teams. I really do. But, yeah, Duke fills up the stat sheet, man. Darian Mensah is so much fun. And if this game comes down to quarterback, mano a mano, quarterback versus quarterback, Duke's quarterback takes it. Darian Mensah is a dog. I love him a lot. And that's nothing against Ricky Collins. I don't think Ricky Collins is a bad quarterback by any means. I think he's actually probably going to be really good for this offense, but yeah, it's going to be tough. Yeah, give me Duke. This is a gross one for me. It's like I don't feel good about it, but
I got a couple of those coming up.
yeah, I know. I'm going to put in the notes Sam, Syracuse. All right.
You guys are going to hear from me.
Yeah, I know we are. All right. Louisville at Pitt. Louisville is a 4.5-point favorite in this game. Over/under is 57.5.
I haven't watched much Louisville. How's Miller Moss doing?
I have not watched.
I have not heard a
any
single thing
Louisville.
about Miller Moss. Or
I
Louisville.
haven't. I've only box score watched.
Same.
The thing, I caught a full game highlight of the Louisville James Madison game, and the only thing about Louisville that really stuck out to me from that game was their defense, and it was pass rush mostly.
Yeah,
So Louisville, they got guys like Clev Lubin. So shout out Clev Lubin, speed rusher at Louisville, and they got another guy, I can't remember his
They
name.
have a running back too.
Yeah, Isaac Brown.
Yeah, he's one of the best running backs in college football.
But Miller Moss has been efficient from all
He's
the stat
averaging
lines.
13.1 yards per carry.
Crazy.
How's Miller Moss on the year?
Miller Moss, 66.3% completion percentage, 690 through the air. They've only played 3 games, by the way, so 2 touchdowns through the air, 2 picks. Been sacked 6 times. Quarterback rating, passer rating 141.9.
Pitt just lost a heartbreaker to their rivals, West Virginia, and West Virginia got stomped this week. So I'm thinking Louisville's offense gets on track this week at Pittsburgh, and their defense is too much for
Plus,
Pitt.
I mean, Louisville's got some receivers.
How did
dude.
Pitt handle
They
the
do.
run against West Virginia?
How did Pitt handle the run? They gave up like 125 carries, 140 yards, 3 touchdowns to West Virginia's like backup running back.
Yeah, give me Louisville.
Yeah, I think all of the signs are pointing to Louisville.
Wait a
The only
second.
thing that gives Pitt a chance is it's a home game.
Isaac Brown, is he hurt?
He might be. Is it Keywan Brown that's starting right now?
Kejuan Brown's he led the team in carries. Isaac Brown had 1 carry for 18 yards.
He might be hurt. I don't know.
I'm looking
Like I
this
said,
up.
I haven't watched a ton of Louisville.
I'm looking this up. Yeah, is Isaac Brown hurt?
Phillips tryharding right now.
Well, dude, if
James
Isaac Brown
Madison
plays,
gave their offense trouble, but I trust Jeff Brom too. So let that be said.
oh crap, Isaac Brown and Watson status uncertain as cards open ACC slate. They're questionable.
I don't think it matters. I don't think
You
it
don't think it
matters.
matters? He's one of the best running backs in college football.
Yeah, but
Lower
have-
leg injury.
they have good other running backs. They have fantastic receivers. They've got a veteran quarterback, a great head coach. Jeff Brom is built for it.
Yeah, I'm sure they can do it. It scares me. Yeah.
Gotta keep this rolling, Philip.
Yeah,
Got a
you're
lot.
right. Louisville. You're right. Louisville.
Don't overthink it.
Don't overthink it. Louisville to win and cover.
It's not a fantasy lineup.
Right. Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
Cincinnati.
you put a lot of games on here. Are you putting? What's the set amount of games you're putting each week?
Me? I'm not putting a set amount. I just go through all the games that look good or are close.
Gotcha. I'm just curious. I didn't know.
Yeah. So Cincinnati at Kansas. Kansas is 5.5-point favorite. This one's easy for me. Kansas.
Kansas.
All right, that's fine. This was the tough one for me because I don't know what Cincinnati really is. At Cincinnati's best, I think they beat Kansas, but
On the road.
my gut says Kansas.
Yeah, Kansas. at
But
home.
it's the week we find out who Cincinnati is.
All right. UCF, Kansas State.
I think Kansas State gets right this week.
There's another one I
Kyle
don't know
Pitts
about.
believer.
I'm a Kyle Pitts believer.
Kansas State is. Give me UCF. Kansas State.
I told Sam and Philip before this that Kansas State. I've kept saying Kansas State's gonna get back in the right, like they're gonna get back to normal, and it hasn't happened yet. But I don't want to miss the time that they do, so I'm just gonna keep saying Kansas
You're
State.
gonna draft Kyle Pitts again.
Yeah, I'm gonna draft Kyle Pitts. They got Michael Penix. He's gonna throw him the ball.
Yeah.
Right.
Then. He's just too elite to overpay.
I'm seeing the talent. That's all I'm seeing.
Right.
I'm seeing the ceiling.
Yeah. All right. Indiana at Iowa. William, I know we'll let you go last
Okay.
on Iowa. Because,
This is one of the first ones where they have to cover.
yeah. So, I'm flirting with the idea of a stunner.
Let's go.
I'm flirting with it.
I don't know. I'm just getting that same feeling too.
Are you?
No,
Come
I
on,
think
right here. Let's go. Come on.
I
Go
think
Hawks,
let's do
baby.
it.
Go
Hey,
Hawks.
Let's go.
Indiana-
I would have covered. I would have
Indiana
covered.
likes to chalk. Indiana likes to
Well, I just think
play this new era of college football.
yeah.
And then we got a team over in Iowa that wants to get back to the basics.
Lunch pail guys.
100%.
And you can't discount the lunch pail guys.
Indiana hits a lot of big plays. They're really good offense, but Iowa, their identity is rooted in their defense. And Indiana's offense is not like 2021 Ohio State, who's going to hang 54 points and only hold Iowa to 10. Like, their defense isn't that. I like Mark Gronowski. Not the sexiest quarterback of all time, but he moves the needle much better than Spencer Petras ever did, or Cade McNamara. So
You're going Iowa?
I think Iowa is going to cover, but
Yeah.
low key, I think Iowa might win.
Oh, let's
I think Iowa might win this game.
let's go.
Yeah, so I was kind of
Give me the
thinking
Hawks, baby! Come on! Yeah, let me get amped. Come on!
I was kind of thinking that. But
We know where William's going.
yeah, but just
We know what he's saying.
just the more I look into it, the more I'm gonna have to double down. And I think Iowa takes him outright. Let's go Hawkeyes, baby.
Let's
Let's go
go.
Hawkeyes, baby.
Let's go Hawks.
Go Hawks. Still not my upset
Turn
pick
me
of the
up.
week. But we now have officially 2 legit upsets.
This is my upset pick of the week.
This is also.
All right, now
Iowa,
let's hear
Indiana?
somebody who actually knows what's going on with Iowa.
Talk to us.
Tell us why. How does Iowa win this game, William?
Okay. It's a home game. So that is a big deal. Not every home field advantage is a big deal. A home field advantage at Iowa is a big deal. Teams go into Kinnick Stadium to die all the time. The sad thing is it's not a night game.
Is that when they wave at him?
Yeah, that's
I'm kidding. That was bad.
that's tough.
Um,
I just picked up on what you're doing there.
That's
I'll just
crazy.
try to keep my flow going after that.
I'm sorry.
But I was listening to the PFF guys do their preview for this game, and they mentioned that Iowa's offensive line is running away with the Joe Moore Award. 4 of their 5 starting linemen are the number 1 rated PFF grade offensive linemen in the nation. Their 5th guy is second at that position. And the second place guy is a top 10 prospect, right tackle Jennings Dunker. Red hair, mullet, mustache. Come on. The boys are feasting. Like, Iowa's run game, like, it's been a couple years since Iowa's had a legitimately dominant offensive line. This is one of those offensive lines that has just been mauling people. We did struggle against Iowa State a little bit,
I mean,
but
that D-line is filthy, so.
the thing I think that makes this offensive line so much better is that they're also good in pass protection, which is not something prior Iowa offensive lines have been quite as good at. I think the addition of Gronowski has been big. He's definitely missed some throws, and our receivers definitely dropped some passes. But the fact that we can at least attack vertically, like with some sort of accuracy, is a big deal. And then you think about special teams. Iowa has the best return man in the nation in Caden Weegan, punt and kick returning. So
Another white guy.
the thing that scares me about
That's all you need.
Indiana is their big RPO team, quick passing game, and teams that have success against Iowa typically good at taking what Iowa gives them with accuracy and consistency, and that opens up your deep shots. So when Rutgers had success in the first half, Kaliak Manis is hitting boom, boom, boom all over the field. And then that's when you open up that you finally get the man coverage that Iowa throws in there. You take advantage. But something about Iowa home game, Iowa's offensive line neutralizes Indiana's great defensive line.
All Indiana's going to know all week is everyone telling them how great they are.
Yeah, I mean, Kurt Signetti said this is actually going to be a tougher test than last week against Illinois.
Yeah.
So he knows that this Iowa team's no joke. And the X factor in this game is Iowa's passing game against Indiana's pass defense. I think that's the X factor in this game.
That's the make or break.
I think so, because, I think Iowa's going to run the ball maybe 4 yards a carry, standard big game. They're going to grind it out.
I mean, for a big game, I would take 4 yards a carry.
Yeah.
If you run the ball 30 times in a game and you
if we
have
can
125 yards.
If we can hit a couple big plays through the air, I think that's where Iowa's edge is, and if their defense can generate some turnovers. But, Iowa's defensive line is really good at getting after the passer. So
you can drop 7 in coverage comfortably, knowing that those 4 are going to get
you got Max Llewellyn, Aaron Graves, Jonah Pace, Ethan Herkett. They're all good pass rushers.
The vibes are saying Iowa.
The vibes
And
are
the strengths
saying
are saying Iowa.
I'm riding with the Hawks, baby.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. All right. Number 11, we got number 1, Ohio State at Washington. This is where I put the timeout on. I pull the stamp out. I stamp this game. This is my upset pick of the week. Ohio State goes down. They fly across the country to Seattle. They're going to Seattle, Washington. They're going to go into one of the loudest stadiums in college football that nobody knows about. The dogs get after it. Damond Williams. I've been saying it since the Colorado State game. We've been saying it since before then, honestly. Williams a believer now. He was telling me before. Damond Williams is a legitimate Heisman candidate. He legitimately... 4-2. Diamondback score. We got runners on second and third with 1 out.
Let's go.
Let's go. Come on now. Sorry. Damond Williams, not only a Heisman candidate, he may be a future first overall pick. Definitely a first-round pick. So I'm so excited about this game. The weapons that Washington has. Jonah Coleman. I was watching the highlights from Washington State. The screen game that Washington runs is beautiful. It is elegant. Exemplary. All the nice E-words that you can explain and describe one team's screen game describes Washington. Jonah Coleman is a dog. Damond Williams is a dog. Trey Boston is a dog. Their defense got after it last week. Zevi Eckhouse gave him a run for the money, and he looked great. I don't know. Ohio State hasn't looked like the number 1 team in the country to me yet. I think this is the game that turns Ohio State's season into the national championship kind of season by losing at Washington. They're going to lose this game, and then they're going to win out. Go Dogs. Washington by a touchdown. They win this game. Upset pick of the week.
By a touchdown.
By a touchdown.
Are you feeling one way, either way strongly?
I do think Washington has been very impressive this year. I think being on the road, it's going to be crazy. Same thing with Damond Williams, Denzel Boston. Is it Jonah Coleman?
Maybe. I don't know.
I think I said Trey Boston.
Denzel Boston.
It's Denzel, yeah, you're right.
But, man, Jonah Coleman looks unreal.
Trey Boston, isn't he a corner?
Safety, yeah.
Safety. He's in the
Old.
league.
He was a while ago.
Yeah, okay. I don't know what I'm thinking. Denzel Boston. My fault.
But, yeah, the only reason Ohio State will lose is if they beat themselves. I think Washington's going to really put it on them and make it a tough one. But I think Ohio State is going to win in a slugfest. I think it's I'm thinking 20-14 Ohio State.
So Washington covers.
Yeah, that's what I'll say. I'll say Washington covers. I don't know that they outright win.
Okay.
But I like Washington to cover. The thing,
I could see a game where Washington's going into the fourth quarter up 14-13.
yeah, me too.
Like the Ohio State Notre Dame.
You get an ESPN notification.
Yeah.
Ohio State on the ropes.
And then you
Right.
get the notification afterwards.
The
It says
thing-
Ohio State won on a last second
Game-winning
touchdown.
kickoff.
The thing that's so tough is Washington's offense is so clearly elite, but Ohio State's defense is also so clearly elite.
I know.
And then there's so many forces. Julian Sain's first road game at Washington is kind of a ridiculous first road game. That being said, Washington's defense has been a little suspect at times this year. So it's
No better time to rally.
Yeah.
there's a lot of factors. I think Ohio State
I think Ohio State
ends
playing.
up winning.
I think them playing Oregon on the road last year,
Yeah.
is going to help them prepare for this game.
Yeah. In my head, though,
What time is this game at?
this is
I think it's like 4:30.
12:30.
So
12:30
a little
kickoff.
different.
Is it?
So this is 12:30 on the West Coast. So this is gonna be like a 2:30 kickoff
Yeah.
for Ohio State.
That's a good thing that it's not late.
4-3.
If you're dealing with a
We score again?
4-3. Runners on the
Ooh,
corners. One out.
Only one out.
Let's go.
Come on,
do you have it on Hulu?
it might
Just take a break from the podcast.
No,
and throw it on.
we gotta have it on.
Hold on, let's see. No, it's not on Hulu.
It's not.
No, it's only on local TV.
Diamondbacks don't have it.
No,
I thought I saw Diamondbacks games starting to come up on Hulu.
they do sometimes, but it's only on Fridays, and it's select Friday games. Anyway.
Let's check. Do you have Hulu?
Yeah, just
All right.
Yeah.
Are we ready to talk about LSU Ole Miss?
Yeah. Well, you said so. Washington covers, or you think Ohio State covers?
I think Washington covers.
Okay, so we're all in agreement, but I just have them winning. Got you. All right, and then wait, come on, Damon Williams.
I said Washington covers.
Whatever.
I don't
ride
know
alone.
that they win. and
Ride alone.
that's-
That's fine. I ride alone.
I want to say that. I just, for whatever reason, I can't get there with you.
That's okay.
It's crazy.
All right.
Can't watch a local baseball game.
I know. It's because the
It's the
media
Diamondbacks'
deal.
fault.
'Cause it's Valley Sports. They went bankrupt and like
Okay, figure it
destroyed
out.
everything.
Figure it
Come
out.
on,
Put the-
Diamondbacks. We got to figure this out. We're trying to support during the wild card push.
Dude, it's hard enough to watch a baseball game.
I know. Now you
It's
make it
another
even
one you're
harder.
gonna make me buy.
Well, you have to pay like $100 a year just to watch the Diamondbacks.
Yeah,
I'm okay.
I
I'm
would.
good.
It's
I'm
gonna,
not that
They're
desperate.
like,
sometimes-
oh, well, it's less than $1 a game. Like,
Would
man.
you,
I'm not gonna watch every game.
if somebody paid you $100 bill, but they said you had to sit down and watch every D-backs regular season game
Right.
for free, like you don't have to pay for your.
Depending on how my schedule, it's this depending on my schedule is open to watch it.
Do I have 3.5 hours to give this every night, half the year, or a
It's
third of the
not
year?
3.5 hours anymore. It's like 2.5 hour games. It's a much easier game to watch. Anyway,
We got lots of
we're not
thoughts
a
on lots
baseball
of things.
podcast. We're a college football podcast. LSU at Ole Miss. I like the Tigers in this one.
Give me the Rebels.
Go Tigers.
Trinidad Shameless.
I'm riding with LSU all
Alright.
season.
William.
I'll stand alone on that one. It's
Yeah.
it's a Trinidad Shameless pick,
Hey,
and I'm
what-
shameless about
what's the game going on with Whit Weeks?
it.
Yeah.
He's making Lane Kiffin that much sharper.
I can never tell with Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin's always playing some.
I love Lane, man.
Hard.
I love Lane
This
Kiffin.
might be a double agent move.
Yeah, Lane Kiffin's daughter is.
Yeah.
She's really a. This is a psyop.
Yeah. Whit
She's-
Weeks might wake up on game day with,
Yeah.
some spoiled eggs in his omelet.
Some Blue
Yeah.
Mountain State stuff.
Yeah.
breaks
gonna
up
have
with him on game day.
Yeah.
He's not thinking clearly.
I
Right.
know. She's gonna.
Right.
He might get a little sick before the game, and
Right.
hey, Lane.
Oh, we tied it. 4-4.
Let's go.
Lane does everything he needs.
sack fly.
Oh.
Yeah, sack fly. So now we
All
run
right.
around first. 2
The
outs.
cool thing about this
Right.
being our podcast is that we can do whatever we want.
We can do whatever we want. It's not
It's
your
true.
podcast. This is our podcast. Anyway, yeah. So we got as a podcast we're riding LSU, but Williams sitting on Ole Miss. All right, Auburn at Texas A&M. I know Sam wants A&M to.
Yeah,
to
I'm
win this
riding
one.
A&M. I'm riding LSU and A&M all season.
Yeah, until they get to the game you get to go to.
Yeah.
That's gonna be so cool. You need to vlog that so we have the content. That's gonna be awesome.
It wouldn't be right without you guys there, though.
Wait a second. Is your mic on? Yeah?
Yeah.
Talking to it? All right, bet. Okay. It just didn't pick up the last thing you said.
I'm having a
Okay.
hard time with this game. Auburn got him last year. It's now at A&M, so A&M's looking for revenge. But
Yeah.
Auburn's much better than they were last year. What you go first, Phillip? Maybe I don't have to decide.
Yeah, I'll take A&M.
All right.
If it's just to win, give me A&M. I think it could be closer and Auburn could cover, but I'm gonna take A&M.
All right, A&M. Take Kyle Field.
Yep.
Home field advantage.
Yeah, I think so. And with A&M coming off their win against Notre Dame, like, they know what they got to do. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
There we go.
Wow.
Okay.
Tough.
I included this game because I feel some kind of way about it.
This game. Oh, my God.
UCLA at Northwestern.
What do you feel about this,
I
Phillip?
feel like
Phillip, all
family.
Right, snap us back to Phillip when he made this list.
This is
when he was looking at the
family.
ESPN.
Get down,
list.
ball.
Wait,
Let's
what
go.
down?
All right.
I got a runner and score.
James McCann single.
What went through Phillip's mind
he's
when
like
he sat
Chris
down?
Ionetta from a few years ago.
Yeah.
Remember him?
When you sat down on ESPN.com and you scrolled past UCLA Northwestern, what was the first thought that went through Phillip's mind?
I thought low-key UCLA
Grandpa
might win this one.
rage bait.
Grandpa rage bait?
I thought this is the last game UCLA can win all year, and I think they do.
Dude, I don't know. They just fired Deshaun Foster.
Oh, is this at that? Are they at that Shore Stadium?
Yeah.
Yep.
Beautiful view. I would love to go to a game there.
Yeah. They're only going to be there this year, right? And then they're done.
This year, maybe next year, but yeah.
They're building a stadium.
Yeah, it's pretty
gonna be
crazy.
How do they have money for that?
Northwestern, they're
They're a good school.
a school.
Yeah.
They do school at that school,
Yeah.
so they got some smart
They don't
people.
do sports. They do academics.
Yeah.
Normally that doesn't lead to money.
Maybe
It
like
just-
soccer and lacrosse.
Normally that only leads to debt.
The sports
Yeah.
that good students play.
Normally that just leads to degrees and
All right.
I don't
monthly
know.
payments.
I have UCLA in this one.
I want to pick UCLA, but just UCLA is more talented, that's for sure. Oh man, but their defense stinks. Northwestern has one good receiver. Well, yeah, let me go UCLA. I'll take. I don't feel good about it though.
The thing is with the coach firing though.
It's so get through. Dang it.
There's a spark there. That's two.
Yeah,
What do
honestly,
you think?
it just depends on how UCLA shows up after Deshaun Foster
You know what?
gets
I'm
fired.
gonna say UCLA. I like
Let's go.
teams their first game after a coach is fired. You
Let's
know you're
go.
getting the best from the coaching staff. The first week, it's like, it's gonna be a new energy there. Give me UCLA.
Bruins, come on now. See,
Yeah.
you guys were giving me crap for that one.
No grandpa rage bait
Your
here.
grandpa rage bait. All right, Cal at Boston College.
Oh my god.
Ooh, it's a fun one.
This
These are
one
two
is
of
so hard for me.
two of Phillips guys.
Boston College is 6.5-point favorites. Oh, I forgot to mention Northwestern is 6.5-point favorites on the last game as well. So, Boston College 6.5-point favorites over Cal. Cal's defense is insane. Dylan Lonergan is insane.
Yeah, they didn't look insane last week. Nothing about the Cal looked insanely bad last week. I don't know
know.
what happened.
I'm thinking it's a bounce back game and Cal probably covers, but I
Look
think
up-
Boston College wins.
Look up how many miles from
Berkeley to
Berkeley to
Yeah,
Boston.
it's
And
like
What
think
time is that game at?
it's a afternoon game.
that's an absurd
4:30.
travel distance. That's like the farthest distance in the United States.
Yeah, it's definitely one of them for sure.
And dude, how long can Cal and Stanford put up with being in the ACC?
I
Not
don't
much
know.
longer.
For
think they gotta go back
Especially if
to
they don't
that.
have success.
For reasons like that and what the egg Cal laid against San Diego State, who
Dude,
lost to
it's
Washington State.
12:30 kickoff.
So that's a
So it's like-
9:30.
No, it's 12:30 Cal time.
Okay.
So they're going
That's fine.
across. It's gonna be 3:30 Boston time.
That's fine. Middle of the day games don't really
Yeah,
affect
it's
that.
not gonna do too much. But yeah, man, I think.
It's mostly when you're playing if you're an East Coast team playing a West Coast team. Bless you.
Thank you.
It kind of sucks for the teams that are in the ACC because it's like, imagine if Boston College has to go play Cal at 8 p.m.
Yeah.
I don't think they do that to them, but
No, not at all. But low-key
But-
they could. Because, I mean, think about it. Cal usually doesn't play. I mean, they do have day games. They play like noon.
doesn't
So they
matter.
probably would do
I
that.
just think it's silly. I think Cal and Stanford need to be a part of this new Pac-12.
I
Yeah.
agree.
And I think that would be best for them too, because the teams that are coming over, like, they're no slouches, but like,
I think
it's a much easier time there.
Cal just lost to a new Pac-12 team, so they might not want.
They got shut out by a new
to do
Pac-12
business.
I
with
think
those
the run
boys.
to the. I think it's just. I mean, how do you sell that? It's like, yeah, we actually are at the. You know, you're super close to the Pacific Ocean, but we play teams in the Atlantic Coastal Conference. Yeah, you can come here, you can enjoy the time, and then a day earlier than you would at another school, you got to hop on a cramped plane and fly thousands of miles across the country and play schools we have no history with. We actually ran to this conference because we were scared when everyone was leaving the Pac-12 and it was falling apart. This wasn't actually a calculated decision, so come and play at our school. See, it's just messy.
It is messy. So we're riding Boston College.
We're going Boston College.
BC?
I'm riding Boston College as well.
Easy.
It's
just
a hard
think
enough environment, and you got to travel that far.
After
Yeah.
last week,
With the efficient offense that they play too.
I just have a hard time trusting Cal right now.
Yeah. I feel that. Next game is Utah at West Virginia. Utah is a 12.5-point favorite.
Also, shout out Sean for San Diego State beating Cal last week. Yeah,
I have Utah covering this one.
as do I.
I think they're going to bounce back.
Yeah.
I think that, I mean, if you just box score watch that Utah game, it was a lot closer than what it ended up to be.
Yeah. I remember I was watching the game. It was 13-10, and I turned the
just
game
opened
off
it up.
for
Yeah,
2 minutes. I was
Utah's
in Pine Top,
defense
so
is pretty good.
I had no service, and then I checked the score after, and it was 34-10. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
All right. Don't know how it happened, but not mad about it because I had
Yeah.
Texas Tech.
This next one is interesting.
I don't think Devin Dampier turns the ball over like he did
Against
Texas Tech.
Did it happen late?
No, he threw it. He turned it over in the first half, and Utah, West Virginia got steamrolled by Kansas last week.
Yeah.
So,
It's
and
not gonna
they
get any
switched quarterbacks at the end of the game again. I don't think one quarterback has played the entire game once this year for West Virginia.
Yeah, they're in a bad way right now. All right, this one's a fun one. Tennessee at Mississippi State. Tennessee is 7.5-point favorites, so we are eligible to take the spread in this one.
So, what do you think about Tennessee having to travel down to artificial noisemaker central?
It's going to be just
I
as
think
loud as
Joey
Tennessee.
Aguilar is going to handle it fine, but I still think Mississippi State's going to win. I just think I don't think people are, and this could just be the ASU fan in me, but like Mississippi State's a good football team.
I agree.
And
Very
they
good.
are ridiculously fast. They may be the fastest team in the country. Like, Brennan Thompson, that receiver, is by far the fastest kid in the country. Like, no one can guard him. If they go man at all, it's a touchdown. Unless Blake Shapen somehow overthrows him. There it is.
1, 2, 3, Ryan Thompson. Let's go.
Beauty. So yeah, I have Mississippi State covering. I want to take them to win, but I think I'm just going to stick with them covering.
I could see them covering, or I could see Tennessee throwing a garbage time in there late and breaking the spread, but I like Tennessee to win this game. How do you feel about it, Sam?
It's tough.
I agree.
I mean, if we're going on what we want to happen, I mean, a Mississippi State victory is good for ASU and they people. Being at Mississippi State, I mean, Tennessee looks fantastic.
Their D-line looks really good.
They looked amazing against Georgia. It was a tough ending to that.
And they spanked every small, tiny little school. They spanked Syracuse, who just spanked Clemson.
Yeah.
So I like Tennessee. No shade to Mississippi State. I just think Tennessee's a really good football team. My gut says they cover. Mississippi State is a big deal to ASU, but Mississippi State, like I'm talking about environment-wise, is a big deal to ASU, but I don't think it's a big deal to Tennessee.
Yeah, I think
Neyland Stadium is up there.
It's probably the loudest stadium.
Yeah,
and
but
Penn
I think
State.
the Southern culture shock got to us a little bit. I don't think it'll get to Tennessee like that.
You have Tennessee?
I think Tennessee's going to win, but Mississippi State will cover.
Okay, so I'll put William William, you are alone on this one.
Okay. I could see it going either way, but my gut is
I
telling
could
me
too,
Tennessee
but
covers.
yeah. All right, next one
Is that
up.
Kershaw?
Yeah, he's a big boy.
But is
No
he going out there
way.
to close this game?
Yeah, this isn't a closing situation. They
Well,
just
to
they
be
blew
a-
it. They blew it last night, too.
But why would he be out there? I don't
'Cause
understand.
He looks
been
huge,
insane
dude.
this
He
year.
does. He's retiring.
He is got fat.
Give him his flowers. Oh, please, let's light him up one last time before
For
he
good old,
goes.
for
for the good old days. For good sake. For old time's sake.
He's got a tum-tum.
All right. U of A at Iowa State. Iowa State's a 6.5-point favorite.
I think, yeah. I mean, if this is just going to be picked outright, I'm going to go
Yeah.
Iowa State.
Same. Give me the Cyclones.
U of A looks good. Iowa State looks amazing.
Yep.
I think U of A is going to... I kind of almost want U of A to give them a little something, get a little momentum going into the Territorial Cup at the end of the year.
Yeah.
I like to see them not just get walked over. And it would be nice to see. I mean, even if U of A wins, it would be kind of nice to see to pull Iowa State down. But I think this is going to be a fun game. This has my attention. I'm going to be watching it for sure.
Yeah, the thing, U of A secondary has been pretty good this season. So for me, the difference maker is going to be Iowa State's passing game versus U of A's pass defense. But I cannot get enough of Rocco Beck. Big fan of his game. I like Iowa State here.
Iowa State wins big games. They win close games. Sign of a great football team.
What was the biggest game they played last year?
Don't know.
Yeah.
Wait, was it the Big 12 championship? Was it?
Plus,
I don't
How'd they
think
do
I don't
that
think
one?
an opponent showed up.
It was pretty one-sided all day. Anyway, normally, outside of that, Iowa State comes prepared. They did in a game where everyone kind of wrote them off and said Kansas State was going to dominate them. They rallied, they fought back, and they won. They did the same against Iowa. They're battle-tested. U of A isn't really. U of A's played some teams, like they beat Hawaii. They beat the brakes off Hawaii. But
They beat
Alejandro
Kansas
was
State.
hurt. They beat Kansas State, but Kansas State, as we're seeing, is maybe not the same dominant team that they were. But Iowa State, when they played them, was before we knew Kansas State wasn't who they are. So they were going in confident. It was an ugly game, rain game. This one's in Ames. They're in Ames, Iowa. Right?
Yeah.
So in Ames, Iowa. Iowa State wins this one.
One of the better Big 12 home field advantages,
Like-
Iowa State.
Yeah, like I could see this one. Like I could see U of A covering, but I could also see Iowa State winning by a touchdown. So I'm just gonna stick with Iowa State winning outright. Now this is the biggest game of the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Oregon at Penn State. Penn State is a 3.5-point favorite, but this one to me is easy.
Get through. Dang.
This one is easy for me. Oregon wins this one.
I like it.
Why is it easy for you?
Oregon to me has looked like the best team in the country, and to me it hasn't looked particularly close. Like when you look at, Penn State has looked really good, they have, but Oregon has dominated everyone. I mean, nobody has paled in comparison to Oregon. And
Who is Oregon's biggest Big Ten road test last year?
I'm actually not sure.
Do you know off the top of your head?
Maybe you should look that up, Philip.
Oh yeah. Sam, I got you. You want to go back to the
We got Cattell.
Cattell Marte against Kershaw? That's a home run swing.
2 outs for the wild card.
For the tie of the wild card, we'll be a game above the Reds, and we'll be tied with the Mets if we win. Who am I looking up again?
Oregon's last season.
Sorry, I'm
Go to
looking at-
Oregon in 2014.
Yeah. All right. Oregon schedule 2024. Michigan. They beat Oregon State, UCLA, Purdue, Michigan, Wisconsin.
Michigan.
Easiest schedule.
They on the road against Michigan?
Yeah, and they beat them by 3 scores. 38-17.
I don't remember that game.
It was
Lanning
close.
was saying, envision their stadium emptying in the fourth quarter.
That's exactly what happened too.
That is low. That was
And
a
then
Kershaw
they
call.
beat Penn State, and then they lost to Ohio State in the Rose Bowl. Yeah, but Penn State, it's always tough. But yeah, I like Oregon in this one. To me, it's not particularly. I think it'll be a close game. It'll be a great game, but yeah, I just love everything Oregon's doing.
Come on, get over his head. Drop. Dang.
Nice catch. All right. What do you guys feel about this game?
The thing is watching how Oregon handled Wisconsin last year. I know that one got a little close, but I really like Dan Lanning's approach to. I don't know if you saw the sound bits when they were doing the jump around and they were having him practice and just getting into it and getting into the environment. I think just really the psychology of wiring your mind to let the opponent know that you're playing on my field even though it's your field, and that like you're playing, it's you got to wrap your mind to get to the point of like you're playing my game. And I think I really liked how Dan Lanning, the psychology that he coached that with his players. And so this is going to be an absurd atmosphere at Penn State. I do think, man, this is just such a clash. I think it's just going to be high scoring. I think it's really similar of trying to predict how Oregon Ohio State was going to be last year. But give me Penn State. I think Penn State's going to be able to establish the run.
My gut says Oregon, and it's because I like their passing attack better than Penn State's passing attack. It's because I like Oregon's passing attack better than I like Penn State's passing attack. I've liked how Dante Moore has played this year. Drew Aller has left me
That's why it's easy.
underwhelmed. Not that he hasn't been good. He just has been okay. And I've been more impressed with Dante Moore, and I feel like they match Penn State. Like, they don't have the two-headed monster at running back that Penn State has, but they've been able to run the ball well this year as well.
All right.
So, and they have Mekhi Hughes and Noah Whittington at running back. I like Oregon.
All right. Penn State for Sam. Oregon for us. All right. Alabama at Georgia.
So
I'll
tough.
go quick. I got Bama.
Flip a coin.
I just feel like they're going to do it. No,
Right.
Nothing more, nothing less.
Bama's the fun pick.
I want them to win for Florida State's sake.
Give me Bama.
Yeah, I like Bama too. It's really going to be a close one for me. Very tight game, but Ty Simpson's just been playing such good football.
Yep.
I like
Georgia's
Alabama.
left a lot of meat on the bone. They've been playing with their food a lot, and it would make me feel better in this game. I'd pick Georgia if they had dominated in other games, but they just haven't. So, all right, everyone pick Bama.
Yep.
Number 21. We got 3 more games. Washington State at Colorado State.
It's kind
Once
of a
again,
weird one.
It is a weird one, but I did it for Zevi House.
I'll pick Washington State
That's
because
exactly what
I like Zevi House.
Crazy
For all the
they're
people
dogs.
that don't know
I
him.
know. And it's wild. It's like last game against Washington, it was a close game in the third quarter. It was 31-24. Washington scored 28 points in the
Yeah.
fourth. And it's just game getting sloppy.
Zevi made a few mistakes in the fourth quarter, but
I don't think this game's going to be as close, and I
Yeah.
don't think Washington State's going to be trailing.
and I don't think he's going to make those mistakes.
Right.
Ooh, he got Otani.
Garcia's a dog. Brandon Garcia, he's good. All right.
Slider.
So I got Washington State.
I don't
You
know.
got Washington State. Sam, Washington State. Colorado
Yeah,
State.
look like
Yep.
it.
You got the not the Huskies. Ooh, sorry. Ooh, the Cougs. Go Cougs. All right. 22, we got Kentucky at South Carolina.
South Carolina.
South Carolina's a 5.5-point favorite.
South Carolina covers.
I agree with you. South Carolina
Convincingly.
covers. They win.
I
This one
think
we already
so,
have to pick out
too.
right, though.
They're a really good football team that's ran into some unfortunate events.
I think so too. But for anyone who doesn't know about Seth McGowan, Kentucky's running back, he's going to put you on notice this weekend. Still think South Carolina wins.
I got you. Final game for us is the last, I'd say, good game on the Saturday of the Saturday's games.
Dang it. Gun him out. He's going. That's out. He got him. He got him. Let's go. What a throw. Corbin
What a throw.
Carroll.
Corbin Carroll, man.
Gunned him down.
Let's go. We're a college football podcast.
Yeah, college football podcast.
Most energy coming from baseball.
All right, BYU at Colorado. BYU is a 6.5-point favorite.
BYU's going
This is the People's Big 12 Championship.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
think it's going to go exactly how the People's Big 12 Championship went last year. BYU's going to play with their food.
Yeah, BYU beats the tar out of them. Now we move on to our. Are they reviewing it?
I don't think they beat the tar out of them.
No. Here's,
But-
yeah, go ahead.
Because I like the way Caden Salter played. He got him.
Yep.
Got him.
Yep. Not
I
even
like
close.
I like the way Caden Salter played last week against Wyoming. I think he's going to be coming in warm. Home game for them. I think BYU's defense is a little too tough, but I'm not in love with BYU's offense.
Me neither.
Not in love with it.
But I'm not in love with Colorado. So, and BYU just finds a way to win these games by like 10, 14 points. They just do.
You know what? I'm going to go out on a limb. Something in me saying pick Colorado, so I'm going to pick Colorado.
Alright,
I could
make
be
that
wrong
note
there,
right
but
quick.
we're just going to pick Colorado.
What is Colorado's method to victory?
Caden Salter. I'm not a huge fan. I think Colorado's defense is better this year than it has been in years past. I don't think BYU's offense is as good as it was last year. And I think Caden Salter has enough juice in the arm to make plays.
Yeah, I would agree. But I'm still, for some reason, it's BYU.
All right, yeah, no worries.
All right.
All right, let's get
I'm
into
just not in love with
big
BYU.
game this Friday.
Yep. That's a Friday game, too.
Do you want to talk about Baylor first?
Let's talk about Baylor first. So, this was a tough one because I couldn't watch as beautifully as I would have liked to because I had such bad reception in Pine Top. But I will say ASU's defense continues to impress me.
Continues to bail out.
They continue to bail us out.
Very stale offense.
They give us every chance to win every single game. I feel good going into every game because of our defense. I feel nervous going into every game because our offense has been so inconsistent.
Yeah.
Not being able to score touchdowns when you get in the red is bad. We kicked 3 field goals in the red zone.
Yeah. After 3 turnovers.
We had 3 turnovers to 0.
Oh,
we had to kick a
get that
game-winning
bat off
field
your
goal.
shoulder.
Yeah, that's not good. And I think what's awesome is like our offense. Every single game, it's getting slightly better. It's not getting like leaps and bounds like we'd like them to, but Levitt is making bigger throws here and there. He's stepping up in more moments.
Him. Let's go.
Got him looking too.
Mowed down Freeman. Otani,
Ohtani.
Betts, and Freeman.
Well, Betts
Got the single, but Betts gave us an out.
Yeah, he
There's
did.
some plot armor this year.
Yeah. But dude, I just think like, one, I think we have the best secondary in the country. I'm gonna say it.
Wow.
Keith Abney is a first-round pick. He's playing like it. Javen Robinson.
That's the part of that statement I'll agree with.
Keith
but-
Abney is playing like a first-round pick.
You watched Ohio State?
Javen Robinson. Yeah, no, right. Javen Robinson has been clamping on the other side. Kindred Breedlove, according to PFF, was I think he was our highest graded defender in the game last week.
No, he was the one who blew the coverage against Mississippi State. Right?
Yeah, but anyone playing man against the fastest kid in college football. It was just it was not a good. It wasn't good coverage. You're right. We shouldn't have run that play. We got to learn from our mistakes. Anyway, we practically made Baylor's pass game irrelevant. The stats looked somewhat pretty at the end with like 250 yards, but how much they had to throw the ball against us and how often they had the ball, our defense played out of their minds.
Yeah.
So Yeah, I'd like to see us get in the end zone. There was also some ridiculous penalties in the first half they called on us, and then some ridiculous no calls in the second half that also didn't go our way. I didn't think the refs were bad by any means, but there were some calls that I definitely questioned.
They hurt us more than they hurt Baylor.
But
yeah,
we rallied, we won. Great win. We should have been ranked.
Just win. Just win, baby. And
Yep.
all you got to do is when you get that tick next to your name, you figure it out next week. So that's where we're at. Friday game.
I also, one quick thing, I don't think the receivers that we're going to play this week are better than the receivers we played last week.
I actually agree with that. PFF has TCU's receiving room ranked like top 10 in the country, but I think talent-wise, Baylor's got one of the most talented receiving rooms in the country.
I mean, Josh Cameron, Cole Wilson, Michael Trigg, and he's a tight end. He's
Kobe Prentice.
Kobe Prentice is the one I was missing, yeah.
I don't think they had Ashton Hawkins healthy, but...
No, but still. I mean, you get those guys are all going to be... They're going to play in the league. Maybe not starting, and might not be the best contributors, but they're going to find a way to get on some rosters. Josh Cameron is one of the most ridiculous receivers I've ever seen with the ball in his hands. He just breaks he's like Drake London.
Yeah. I couldn't believe he was a walk-on.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah.
Like, I remember watching Drake London at USC, and no one could bring him down. That's what Josh Cameron is like. He gives me that vibe. And he's a great, contested catch receiver. He just makes plays. A great receiver. Kobe Prentice is a great athlete, Alabama transfer. Cole Wilson, is he a true freshman, right? Or a redshirt freshman?
No, he was a Texas State transfer.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
There's somebody they have that's a freshman that I'm tripping about. Is it the running back? Knighton?
Yeah, Knighton.
He's a freshman?
They also have Lewis Brown, who's a Colorado State transfer.
Anyway, but their offense is ridiculous. ASU, the fact that we were even able to...
All right, runner on third.
Yeah, the fact that we're even able to, hold them to what we did, 24 points for Baylor is not a lot. And we did that. And you could even say that the touchdown at the end of the first half was mainly based around, penalties. They got, 30 yards in penalties on that
one drive, yeah.
On that one drive alone. And our defense did well. I mean, they didn't do great on that last drive, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, ASU, TCU. I like ASU to win this one. I don't think it's going to be as close as people think, and that's not a disrespect to TCU. I just think this is one of those games where ASU has looked so underwhelming. This is the game we put it together.
Yeah, I think...
On offense, at least. I think, we win, 45-24.
I think it sounds
I'm with it.
cliche, but Eusebio might be the one to open this thing up.
Yeah.
We've been trying to introduce more weapons. The first two games, it was, what else can we find outside of Jordan Tyson? We found some more with Kanye Udo. We found a lot with Malik Brown. We got Matera involved.
Yeah.
Couldn't really get Jaron Hamilton or Malik McClain involved. But we found a receiver that did a little something with the ball. And
He got so wide open on that. I finally got to go back and watch it.
And I think he's
He
gonna.
would- he
I think
would've
he's gonna
scored if it
add
was a
that
better ball.
element.
Mhm.
I think he's gonna add that second receiver element, and I'm excited to see it.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna put it together this weekend.
Bro, I remember watching him in the spring game. And I remember the play he got hurt on in the spring game.
Mm-hmm. He fried.
Fried.
That poor kid.
And this isn't just some secondary, you know what I mean? This is one of the best. I said I think it's the best, but we're easily a top 10 secondary in college football. Debatably top 5. And he wasn't a walk-on, but still.
Eusebio?
Yeah, he was a
He is
walk-on.
a walk-on.
He's a walk-on. Derek Eusebio. The kid is electric. He just gets open.
Yeah, just gets open.
He just gets open. I don't know how else to describe it. He gets open, he catches the football, and he makes plays. I love it. I think you're so right. I think once you add Jalen Moss back in the picture too, and he kind of takes over Malik McClain, and then Malik McClain
I don't think he'll
can be a
take over
gadget
Malik
player.
McClain. I think they're different
I don't mean
play styles.
Well, I know, but I mean he will play more than Malik McClain. Jalen Moss will then move to what Malik McClain is. Derek Eusebio will be our slot. Jordan Tyson will be our everything.
As if Jalen Moss can be an outside receiver.
Yeah, we'll find ways to get them all going.
Come on, Jake.
But anyway, yeah, like I said, I have ASU winning bigger than people think.
I actually do as well.
Sam, what you think? ASU?
Yeah.
You think?
ASU's gonna.
We walk them?
They're gonna put it all together.
I can't wait. We're gonna be there. We're gonna be loud, and we hope to see the snapback sports guys.
Yeah, I think, like you said, ASU secondary in this game is a big deal. I think if we can get a pass rush too, that would be very helpful, because I think SMU did get after Josh Hoover a lot, and I think lean into that one, Jake.
And our pass
it's for the
rush,
wild card.
Our pass rush was winning. Yeah, our pass rush is winning a lot against Baylor.
When I went back and watched the highlights of the SMU TCU game, I noticed TCU's offensive line was susceptible to pressure. So if we can get pressure on Hoover, that would be a big deal. I think the big thing will be TCU pressures a ton, and Sam Levitt is one of the best quarterbacks in the country. Not an infield fly. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but you can't infield fly with one out and runners in scoring position.
Yeah.
At least he didn't turn two.
I agree.
Yeah, but still, you can't.
But now they got an easy out if they.
Wait, they need one run. You just gotta put one in play.
I know, but.
Yeah, but you wanted a sack fly out.
Right, you want that
you
thing
feel
in the
good about
outfield.
it. You put that ball out there, Cattell scoring.
Oh, you put it that way.
That was, yeah. It's
Never
good.
want an infield fly.
That's why you roll over on a sack bunt, move the runner over from second to third, so that way you can you put a ball in play and that guy's going.
That's a tough at bat for Jake McCarthy.
Anyway,
I'm
I think
a big Jake McCarthy guy too.
We are all in agreement. ASU wins this game by more than what people think.
Yeah,
TCU
I think
is
the
a great
run
team.
game.
TCU is a great team. I do want to say that TCU is a very good team. We are not disrespecting TCU.
No.
We respect the crap out of their offense.
I'm a huge Josh Hoover fan.
I think this is just the game that ASU puts it together. This is like the ASU Kansas State game last year, where we went there and all of a sudden it was 21-0 before anyone knew what happened. And it's like,
yeah, I think our run game gets open in this game, and I think, like Sam said, Derek Eusebio is the missing piece of this offense.
Yeah, agreed. But that being said, that's all we got.
Yep.
It's been a fun one. We went longer than we even wanted to. We just keep doing that.
We went 30 minutes longer.
We're getting better. Last week was 2 hours and 20 minutes. Now we're only at barely over 2.
We hit 2?
Yeah, we're at
The
2.
Diamondbacks kind of did us in too.
We would have been done 15 minutes ago.
Yeah, we're watching the wild card game.
Yep.
Or it's not a wild card game, but it's a race for the wild card.
Race for the wild card.
But right, yeah. Anyway, but yeah, we continue to exist to push college football content and make more interesting content that relates to college football in ways that I feel like people just aren't right now. So yeah, let us know in the comments if you feel like, if you take the time to watch this and you like what we say, or even if you just want to watch our picks, by all means, we would love that. We'd love to have you as a viewer. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. We'd love to get to do more of this stuff, and with our current full-time job schedule, it's a lot more difficult. So yeah, follow us on social media, like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day. Have a great weekend for college football, and go Devils. How about that? Come on.